Hey y'all, it's me, N to the E to the D, over here at myphilippinedreams.com, one half of the dream team. Michelle cannot make it today as she is sleeping because it's early afternoon. This is actually the second video I shot on the same afternoon. I just changed t-shirts to make it look like I did it on different days. I'm slick. What I'd like to talk about today briefly, if at all I am capable of doing that, is the benefits of long-term relationships and basically sticking it out. In our case, me and Michelle have known each other for a little bit over 2 years. We started, just chatting on Yahoo Messenger and Skyping and all that stuff. When I moved to the Philippines, she was still finishing up school. And we've been living together for about 6 months. It wasn't all puppies and rainbows. It wasn't all roses and, glorious sunrises. We had our ups and our downs. We had our ins and outs. We broke up a number of times. A lot of it was due to how things were being perceived. Also, a lot of it was due to the different ways that Westerners and Easterners communicate. Westerners are more direct. Eastern people from Southeast Asia are a little more indirect. They're not confrontational, so you're supposed to pick up on a lot of cues and a lot of clues and a lot of non-verbal indicators, which I wasn't very good at doing, trust me. So we had our ins and outs, we had our ups and downs, we broke up a number of times, but at this point in our relationship, things are going really well. We're very comfortable with each other, and we're at the point now, I would like to think, where we are truly making each other's lives better for being in it. When one of us is down, the other person is there to help bring the other person back up. We share the workload, we share the responsibilities, we share our lives, we share our hopes, dreams, and aspirations. But again, getting to that point was difficult. And guys who have come here can probably, verify this. When you come here, you're quickly overwhelmed by the variety of beautiful young women that are available. And so you got all that eye candy, you get all that tempting eye candy and whatnot. So that can cause some problems. As Westerners, we try to come here saying, I'd like to try that casual dating thing and, try to find the right girl and, do this and that. That doesn't really fly here all that well. Maybe if you're in Manila, some of the bigger cities that you can actually get away with that. But in smaller cities such as Dumaguete, where people pretty much know each other, you can't really do that. Casual dating isn't all that possible. And what I've seen with a number of guys here, a lot of guys actually give me grief for being in a committed relationship. There's a certain contingent of guys that, sort of players or chick boys or whatever you want to call them, that go through an ongoing series and progression of significant others. The relationships usually last a very short time, and there's usually some serious drama associated with it. All kinds of stories. But I get grief for being in a long-term committed relationship from these guys. But I see them, and I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody. Everybody, I'm a libertarian. Everybody, as long as they're not hurting themselves or somebody else, people can do whatever they want. In my humble opinion. But if I was in their position, if I was in their shoes, I don't think I'd be feeling good about those shallow, short-lasting relationships. Yeah, they're getting a lot of variety, they're getting a lot of spice and whatnot. But, with all aspects of a relationship, things tend to get better over time, all aspects of it. So, especially like these last couple months, I've been really thinking about and appreciating how grateful I am that we have both stuck this out. Because there were times, when she was done with me and I was done with her for a variety of reasons. But I'm glad we really stuck it out because it's like steel being tempered in a forge. You got to bring it out, you got to hammer it, you got to dump it in the water, you got to pull it back out, you got to reheat it, you got to hammer it, you got to put it through a bunch of stress and you got to put it through a bunch of chaos at times in order to come out with a finely tuned instrument. And our relationship isn't perfect. I don't think any relationship is perfect, but it continues to get better each and every day. And I'm grateful again that we stuck it out and we, made the sacrifices that we had to make in order to achieve something better than the mere pedestrian or the mere mundane. So I'm really glad, what I'm trying to say over these past 5 minutes, I'm really glad we stuck it out. When you come here, if you've met somebody online, if you're in a relationship or whatnot, you are going to be struck by that. It's like a kid in a candy store. There's a lot of temptation there. If you succumb to that temptation and your girl finds out about it or whatnot, you could lose something really important. You could lose something that's going to, prove to be of long-term value. Basically, you're indulging in short-term gratification for long-term loss is basically what I'm trying to say. And plus, you're hurting the other person. When you have these expectations and you've talked and been communicating heavily and whatnot, there is a certain level of expectation there, and you're letting the other person down. And I don't like hurting people, and I don't like letting people down. Most of all, myself, because again, a lot of times I can be I'm just like everybody else, man. I'm shallow. I'm self-centered. I'm egocentric. I'm looking for that instant gratification and whatnot. But a lot of times it's like strapping on, your crash test dummy suit and running into the wall and expecting the wall to fall. Let me try it one more time. Put me in, coach. I got this. So that's pretty much it. That's my take on sticking it out and the benefits of long-term relationship. Because I'm also looking for something more than just casual. I'm looking for a family at some point. Because I've never done that. I've never had time to indulge that part of my life. And I see other people that are, and they're having a great time. And I think that's a real treasure. So I'll make the sacrifices that I need to make in this, burgeoning candy shop, because I think it's for the greater good. And that's pretty much all I have to say. If you have any comments, if you have any criticisms, if you have anything you want to add, feel free to put it in the comment section. If you're interested in subscribing to our site, hit the big red banner, follow our misadventures, click here. Until next time, this is Ned, and this is myphilippinedreams.com.